There is one other conversation that's been sparked in the last month that was sparked by young Mr. Adam Cole and his interesting tan.
Jaundiced appearance.
Bless him. Right, I am not the nicest person to Adam Cole. We have said it. I have taken many jokes at him, not about his appearance, but just my frustration with Adam Cole, and this comes into this, is that in terms of his appearance, it's not that, it's that he doesn't wrestle to his body size.
Correct.
And this is driving me crazy. This is where the NXT Black and Gold thing kind of kicked in. So he does not use his body and his size to think. So I don't want to ever see him doing Panama Sunrises to Takeshita or to Adam Page or anyone else I've seen him do it to. Because it's like, you are wrestling, you're a strength wrestler, the same way Jack Perry was wrestling. And you are not that wrestler. And we've seen that most in this week. And it's kind of spiraled up around appearance and a kind of, what kind of body shape do you need to have? And for me, I just think there's too much concentration on muscles or fat or even his tan or whatever, when really the issues that you want to be looking at is, do you use your body that matches to match, are you so wrestling's like expressing, these stories with your body.
Yes.
So are you accurately telling stories that your body can tell? And that's what I feel like the issue is with Cole at the moment. And whereas I think a lot of the discourse went, especially around Cassidy, we've seen this loads with Cassidy in this program, is that they'll say, oh, he's too small, I don't believe in him. But actually, his offense matches his size.
Yes.
He uses his speed. He uses everything that he does.
Yes.
And I think that if he had been in WWE, we wouldn't be having these conversations. Because that's what you really want to say.
Right.
Bryan Danielson's not a big guy. We don't say it about him. Why is that? Oh, he's successful in WWE. Okay, that's how it counts. So I think that's where this kind of description has kind of come from. But it is an interesting discussion as well, because someone like Cole doesn't use their size. Someone like Ishii, does a spike bump on his no neck, looks incredible. So they know how to use their size. But it's also a case of, when it comes to appearance, like, how important is it these days? How important is your actual appearance? Or is it more important to be kind of different, like your own brand, essentially, in your appearance?
I probably veer further away from this than, like a lot of people. Like, I know there are guys who are like, you have to have muscles, a physical business. Cody fucking Rhodes, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Sorry, I just think that's, your father's fucking Dusty Rhodes. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Whatever. I think I am with you. I think that the size matters nothing to me. If you're telling me a story that makes sense with the way that you look and the way that your moves impact the other person, I'm completely fine with that. That's why I think Darby and OC are as successful as they are. And I do think one of the things that AEW does very well is David versus Goliath matches. They've always done very well at telling a story where a little guy beats a big guy. I don't know a promotion that does as well as they do on that. Like, it's just, they're great at it. And Darby and OC are the two guys that usually are in those spots. They're both incredible at selling. And for both of them, the stuff they do with their bodies matches both their size and their character work, right? Orange Cassidy usually plays possum, pretends to be dead, ragdolls himself, and then comes back at the last minute because he's been faking his opponent and us out, right? That works with the fire up moment. Darby is an absolute wild man and throws himself at everything and turns himself to a human cannonball, and you actually believe that he's causing damage to the other person, right? It works. Adam Cole is just spamming moves in a way that doesn't really make sense, and I think that's part of the disconnect is, the matches are boring. And I feel bad saying that. I feel bad every time that I have something negative to say about Adam Cole, because he does seem like a genuinely nice person, and it sort of sucks to be like, I don't think you're very good. But the combination of, it doesn't have anything to do with his body, and I feel like people who are weird about his body are just fucking weirdos. Stop being weird about other people's bodies. Like, don't be weird about it. Like, who cares what the guy looks like? The problem is that he's doing the same shit he's been doing for the last 10 years. His character hasn't changed. His friends haven't changed. He's the same person whether he's a face or a heel, and his moveset isn't interesting, and the match setups are not interesting. So, like, yes, that's the stuff that you should complain about. And sure, if you want to complain about his tan, complain about his tan. My thing with that kind of stuff stuff is if you can fix it in 15 minutes, I can complain about it, okay? So he could fix his tan. You want to make a comment about the guy looking yellow, that's fine. Although I got to tell you, last night, a lot of guys looked yellow. I think there's something going on with the lighting. I'm not sure what the deal is, but there were a lot of weird fucking tans last night. Anyway, right? It's just one of those things for me where I'm like, I don't know, like, don't be weird about people's bodies. Like, stop. Especially don't be, like, wrestling is one of the few places where the appearancesness for men is almost as bad as it is for women in just day-to-day life, right? Like, women take shit on their appearance constantly in any field, like, regardless of whether the field is relevant, like, their appearance is relevant to the field or not. And I think with wrestling, you get that closer to men, where men have to deal with that as well. But, like, I don't care. Like, this idea that, like you want to talk about weird Vince McMahon shit that we inherited from that weirdo. The idea that everybody has to be fucking bulky ass, giant, like, bodybuilder dudes is weird Vince McMahon shit. Don't perpetuate it.
Takes a long time to get rid of kind of things that have been set as the standard, even though they don't really mean anything. Like, it doesn't matter if everyone looks the same, then no one gets over, right?
Right.
So,
was Ric Flair like this big, bulky, muscular, giant dude? Fuck no. Like, what did Dusty Rhodes look like? Like, what are all these guys that we used to, like, they just look like normal guys.